There was a man named Kali living in a small village. Kali was known for being extremely stingy. He never wanted to spend money on anything, no matter how small. One day, Kali decided to go to a restaurant for lunch. When asked about his order, he requested a glass of water and a stale bread. When the waiter brought the food, Kali asked, "Is this bread really stale?" The waiter replied, "Yes, it is." Kali said, "I don't believe it. I want to check if it's really stale." And then he took a bite of the bread to check. The waiter looked at Kali in surprise and asked, "Sir, what are you doing?" Kali replied, "I want to check if the bread is really stale. If it is, then I won't have to pay for it." The waiter couldn't believe what he was hearing. He tried to explain to Kali that whether the bread was stale or fresh, he still had to pay for it. But Kali wouldn't listen. Finally, the waiter had to call the restaurant owner to resolve the issue. The owner came and tried to explain to Kali in a clearer way, but Kali still wouldn't listen. The owner had to tell Kali that if he didn't pay for the meal, he would have to leave the restaurant. Kali had to leave the restaurant with an empty stomach. On his way home, Kali met a friend. The friend asked Kali why he looked so sad. Kali told his friend about being kicked out of the restaurant for not paying for his meal. The friend listened to Kali's story and then said, "Kali, you're really stingy. You never want to spend money on anything. But do you know that if you don't spend money, you won't get what you want?" Kali thought about his friend's words and realized that he was indeed very stingy. He decided to change his ways and start spending money on things he wanted. From then on, Kali became a new person. He started spending money on things he wanted and needed, and he lived a happier life. Moral of the story: stinginess is not a good virtue. We should know how to spend money on things we want and